It's courgette pickle, and it came from Sheepscott, Maine, where my uncle.
Au natural with me cooking in the background.
Okay, so Sarah, what are you cooking and what is it? What is it? Tell us about the pickle.
I'm going to tell you about this pickle. It's courgette pickle, and it came from Sheepscott, Maine, where my uncle on my mother's side moved after he was widowed. They'd always had a summer house in Sheepscott, and it's in southern Maine on the Sheepscott River, and he remarried a lady who had been up there for years and whom he had known for years and settled. So he left Concord, Massachusetts. And on one of my visits to Kai's cousins in that area, I heard about Jane, my uncle's new wife, whom I didn't like very much. She introduced me to this pickle.
Right.
And she gave me the recipe, of which I don't really follow, but in general I do. And it was very, very popular. She went up in my estimation.
And what's it called?
Courgette pickle.
Okay.
See, the thing is, Jane's quantities, which I've got written down, have absolutely no relationship to mine. So I wing it. But there's only one, which we haven't got to yet, one essential that is, it doesn't matter if it's 4 cups or 8 cups, it's got to be equal vinegar and sugar. Today, I have sliced the courgettes in my Maggi mix. And I will now slice 2 more. I've done quite a few. I've sliced the courgettes in not the Maggi mix, whatever the hell it's called. And put them in here, and I'm going to slice another 2 if my daughter will get out of the way. I have put salt in these.
What's in the mix overall?
Red pepper. Oh, okay. Courgettes, onions, red and yellow peppers, garlic. And then the, mix. I've just bugged a load of salt over the courgette. We leave them overnight with a weighted top or lid that's a bit weighted, and it will get rid of all the water, so the courgettes will remain crisp.
What do you mean?
Have we talked about?
No.
Okay, shall we do that?
Yeah.
Because then here I have got some chopped onions and some chopped red and yellow peppers, and I'm going to put in some garlic. I have another one more onion to chop. I do this, was not in Jane Kaiser's recipe, but I think it jollies it up to have a bit of yellow and red in the pickle. And I think pepper always adds a bit of...
And you cut it by hand?
Yes, these would get much too mushy cut in a machine.
Okay.
How many onions do you use, Mum?
Well, that I don't know, because I do it till I can't bear it another minute.
So not so different from how the courgettes
Don't
fill up.
ask me. We did it all verbally, and hers came out beautifully.
Right.
Or, she said it did. Got a good sharp knife here.
It's really salty.
It's like you buy
Enough of this.
And how many garlic cloves do you reckon we had in the end? About
How many?
about 7.
Yeah.
And a bit more salt
It's only just because
on
I'm
that
not
mix.
finished that. Well, I'm putting this on here. Oh, well, look, it does cover it. It doesn't push down, though. And the other one pushed down, didn't it?
It's there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
better.
All right.
I put and leave it overnight. And you'll be amazed at how much water comes out of these vegetables left overnight.
Okay.
And they get rinsed in separately in 2 big colanders with cold water in the morning.
Okay.
And I'll wipe the table.
amazing.
Sarah.
The next step is to make the pickle. And the pickle is made with equal quantities of sugar and vinegar. I use cider vinegar. I would never use malt vinegar, but that's up to you. If you want to use white wine vinegar, that would be absolutely fine.
What sort of sugar?
I use untreated, what is it called, this sort of sugar?
Unrefined?
Unrefined white sugar.
Okay. And what about the spices? What spices are
And
they?
the spices I put in turmeric. Is it turmeric?
Turmeric.
Turmeric is very important. Dill, mustard seed, and ground up coriander seed.
Do you crush the coriander seeds?
Yeah, crushed coriander seed.
Okay.
Which I've crushed whole seeds just with a rolling pin in a plastic bag.
Okay.
Okay, there's.
I'll put the rest in here.
Okay, now the vinegar. 3 cups.
3 cups again.
Three equal measures, yeah. 3. Okay, then here is this. How much I forget where. Again, this is all hidden. You know. It does. Okay, and crushed coriander.
What was that, Sarah?
I forget.
Mustard seed.
Mustard seed. I don't know if it makes any difference at all. Okay. Oh, a good pack. What is it? It's just a
Packet.
A packet of films from
good-
Tesco's.
Yeah.
Or 2, whatever you fancy.
A pack and a half, according to
Yes.
taste.
Put the mixture in a big pot over low heat until it's all dissolved. You don't have to bring it up to the boil, but you get, I mean, you know, just, and then it just sits until,
Until you need it.
yeah.
Okay.
The courgettes have been left overnight in salted, and just look at all, oh shit, turn it off. So the courgettes have to be drained from their salted water into a colander, which I will do now, and I do it with my hands, which isn't probably what is recommended. If you don't want it too salty. I am rinsing now the courgettes with cold water and really give them a good slosh around. I just leave them there for the time being, but I will give them another slosh.
Yeah.
You know. This sort of draining thing.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Is
That's what we made yesterday. And so, one doesn't put the heat on yet underneath that until this is all thoroughly mixed in.
Yeah.
The salted and rinsed mixture of the vegetables get put into the pickle. Came from Crete. I saw the man making them.
Yummy.
Which order? Now I have a feeling, just by the looks, but we'll see, that I'm going to have to top up the pickle mixture, which, as I said before, I mean, put in more spices if you want to, but it's the equal quantities of vinegar and sugar that are important. You don't want to cook the stuff, but you want to bring it up so it comes up to the boil. And I will then, are you with me?
Yeah.
I will then check the liquid and see, because you certainly want enough liquid when you put it into the jars to totally cover the mixture.
Yeah, okay.
But that also can be done at the last minute once you've put it in the jars.
Yeah,
You
top
can
them
make a
up.
bit more pickle.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really just a question of finding out. But I'm going to put this now.
Let's say that.
Once the big pot of pickle has reached boiling point, turn it right off, let it cool, and then put it into your glass jars.
Okay, thanks.
And you needn't heat the jars or anything. Seal them up, let them cool off, and then stir it. Very important to store it in a cool spot. I store mine in a fridge, turned down very low, one of those storage fridges. But if you have a proper larder, which is cold, you know, it will keep very well.
Make sure you mention the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it then. Yeah.
Okay, once the pickles had cooled off, been brought up to the boil and cooled off, I put them in the jars which had been previously run through the dishwasher. And the amount of pickle you saw me make filled this plus one other jar of this size and 2 smaller ones. And that was all. So, That was a real labour of love. Well, it is.
Will you make it again?
Well, I'll have to, because people want to eat the damn stuff.